from me, P.A.N.D.A National. He'll be helping people across the country take on indefinite military detention. Long story short, as he was saying, the N.D.A redefines the word terrorist. So it says basically that anyone who commits a belligerent act is considered a possible terrorist. Well, what's a belligerent act? It could be anything from holding a sign to being at this rally to really doing anything that the government considers a terroristic threat. Which, who heard that New York City just instituted a new anti-terror team? Anybody? Did you guys hear what the mayor said the anti-terror team was for?
Protesters!
Protesters! A fully armed anti-terror team for protesters. So they redefine the word terrorist, and then they say, and we can detain you without charge or without trial, we can execute you, and we can torture you as well. So you have this piece of legislation, the 2012 N.D.A. says all of this. Now people will say, well, it would never happen here. We would never see that in this country. Who knows the name Abdurrahman al-Awlaki? Does that ring a bell to you? Okay. Abdurrahman al-Awlaki was 16 years old. He was born in Colorado. He is an American citizen murdered by a United States drone strike in Yemen in 2011, under the exact same authority as the 2012 N.D.A. allows here in this country. Over 1,000 Muslim Americans were eventually arrested and detained shortly after 9/11 under similar types of legislation. But long story short, it's not all bad news. 7 jurisdictions, including the capital of New York, Albany, have banned in the military indefinite detention from being utilized in their city, and you cannot be detained without charge or trial according to the laws of Albany, New York, and 6 other jurisdictions. So the way you fight back, as Dylan was going to say, you go to PANDAunite.org and you can download a piece of legislation there. You can help set up local action teams, and then further, and probably most importantly, you take that resolution and you go to your police department. You pressure the city council. You guys know who hires your police chief, right?
We do.
City council, technically. Who hires city council?
We do.
So you pressure the city council by basically saying, oh, by the way, you guys won't have a job. And you put in a piece of police policy that says if the police department assists or allows military indefinite detention in your city or your county, then they will be fired. You put that down on paper in the police policy, and now you've done 2 steps. The final step is set up a citizen team to watch those 2 policies. Once you do that, you push back on the ground level. See, Japanese Americans were detained during World War II without charge or trial. What if when the military had come to those Japanese Americans' homes in Hawaii and said, hey, you're coming with us, I'm taking you, we're going to the next camp, the sheriff goes, no, not happening. That's what we plan to do, and that's what we've been doing to take on the N.D.A. all around the country, and that is the People Against the N.D.A.A.